welcome back. Good morning. I'm a little late today. I had some technical difficulties today. And I haven't shaved or anything, man. Markets are in turmoil. I'm your host, Jay Reed, and this is Market Mornings on the Reed Report. Like I said, man, markets in turmoil. But first, this is not financial advice. Do your own research. This stream is intended for educational and entertainment purposes only. Make sure you consult with a financial advisor before you make any financial moves. That's what I recommend. But markets in turmoil, man. That's why we got kind of like some mellow music. We want you to stay calm in this here. Music brought to you today by the Relax Movement. Check them out on YouTube. I have the link in the description below. Whenever you just want to relax, man, check them out, man. And you know, like I said, you may hear some other affiliate links. You may hear me talk about them. No pressure at all. As always, just a good way to support the stream. And allow me to continue to bring you this news and updates in my perspective. And also make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I go live on whatever platform. Check out my link tree in the in the description below. And yeah, man. So we're gonna get right into it. This is Friday, October 17th, and this is the Reed Report. Markets in turmoil. That's all we can say. Giving you a quick snapshot. This is probably old right now. Like I said, I'm a little late, but S&P 500 futures were down about a point. NASDAQ 100 futures down a little over a point. The 10 years under 4, coming in at 396.3967. Crude oil is down as well. That may be a good thing for your pockets at the pump. And the dollar is flat. These may be updated, but this was at 7 a.m. Eastern time. And we're gonna get right into it, man. The top headlines. We're gonna go to the top headlines, man. Banks trio of alleged fraud sparks fear of broader issues in the market. Western Alliance and Zion report suspected fraud tied to distressed property funds. Deja vu once again. If you were around in 2007, 2008, sounds mighty familiar. Investors are trimming risk and pulling capital out. Like I said, Zion's Bancorp and Western Alliance Bancorp disclosed loan fraud losses, with Zion's revealing a $50 million charge-off. And Western Alliance also making loans to the same borrower, same guy. I'm not going to say any names, but same guy, same results. The alleged culprits were, I guess I am going to say names. The alleged culprits were investment funds tied to Andrew Stupin and Gerald Marcel, who borrowed funds to finance their purchases of distressed commercial mortgage loans. So this time it's not residential. It looks like commercial. Commercial's been bubbling for a long time as far as red flags. But they purchased distressed commercial mortgage loans, and the allegations that their attorney said they were the attorney is vehemently denying these claims. The disclosures led to a significant reaction from the stock investors. We ain't buying it. You denying it, but we ain't buying it. With 74 of the biggest U.S. banks shedding more than $100 billion in market value, and J.P. Morgan Chase once again, he's questioning why the credit problems are seemingly occurring in a short period of time. It takes a there's a saying, I don't know what it is, but basically the I can't think of it right now, but basically the theme of it is it takes a long time to build something, but only a second to destroy it. So, hopefully we're not in that 2007, 2008 territory, but it's sounding mighty familiar to me. Big banks, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Bank of America slide in pre-market despite strong earnings earlier this week. Investors fear more cockroaches under the rug. JP Morgan warned everybody. He said these guys, these private banks, man, they hiding something. I don't know what it is, but I see one cockroach over there, and it must be 1,000 here. I ain't eating. The jittery week of Wall Street is ending on a relatively calmer note for stocks as President Donald Trump remarks soothe anxiety around trade tensions. So we're getting some calm from Trump, surprisingly, and but we got these regional bank issue, and so we'll continue to monitor that. Bonds and gold fell on the maybe they were taking profit. I don't know. Maybe everybody's just liquidating and like, hey man, I don't know what's gonna happen. So we'll continue to look at that throughout the day. I may get in some live trading since I'm so late, but we'll see how it goes. Then we got AMD AI chip wars heat up. OpenAI inks a deal with AMD and Broadcom, lifting their shares. Nvidia lags a little bit behind, even as it holds 95% of the market. So to Nvidia, this space is getting crowded. We own 95% of it, but man, y'all, hey, what you doing in here? So, again, AMD inks a deal with OpenAI that triggers an explosive rally. Advanced Micro Devices landed a deal with OpenAI to build artificial intelligence infrastructure, giving the chip maker a chance to challenge Nvidia, to challenge the big dog in the AI computing industry. OpenAI will develop AMD graphics processing units over multiple years, and the deal sets the stage for OpenAI to acquire a large stake in the chip holder. So maybe they're like, hey, we can't buy any of Nvidia or even a portion of it, so let's just go ahead and help out the competition and see if we can get some better pricing over here. The agreement represents a high stakes test for AMD. Hey, it's either put up or shut up. If they fail this, then they might be done. Not that they I won't say done, but they might be in trouble. And this includes tens of billions in new revenue that's up for grabs for them. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm rooting for AMD. Their stock is down a little bit. I don't know if this was pre-market or not, but this also is affecting Intel. Intel's up, and for some reason Coca-Cola, maybe Coke has something to do behind the scenes. Then we got Trump targets drug prices. Trump hints Ozempic could be capped at $150 a month. Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly tumble on this news. So President Donald Trump said the price of the diabetes drug Ozempic could come down to just $150 a month. This is down from almost $1,000 a month. I didn't know it cost that much. If it cost that much, I was thinking about getting me a shot or two, but I'm gonna stay plump. 150, we might could talk. I don't have to do no running or nothing like that. I could just lose weight. Hey, sign me up, but not for 1,000. Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly shares fell after Trump's comments. Though if you watch his comments, as soon as he made them, Dr. Oz came out and said, "Hey, hold up. Now we haven't finished negotiations on that." Now, and Trump just sat back like, "Oh, I didn't know that." He just had that look like, I know you didn't just correct me. But yes, he did, and we'll see how that plays out because negotiations still seem to still be ongoing. So we'll take a look at that, continue to look at that as the day goes on. And there was a rejected merger. I don't have it up, but BBVA, their $19 billion bid for Banco is dead. That's all we needed to say on that. And their shares, they must have liked it. The shareholders must have liked that. Their stock popped over 10%. I believe they had to have 30% of the people approve of that, and they didn't get it. They only got 25. So it stayed, that deal's off. So that's about all I have in the news. Trump threatens high tariffs on China. He says it's not sustainable. So maybe we get some reprieve on that. We also got U.S. auto delinquencies are 50% higher than they were 15 years ago. People buying cars and they ain't paying for them is what we got going on. So we'll continue to look at that. Trump tariffs. Trump, like I said, Trump says China threat levels. He basically just saying he BSing. He like, man, I can't keep this up. He said it was not sustainable, and that eased some fear. So the market was down, had a lot of red earlier, but I'm looking at, and I'll just show you quick. I'm looking at the stock heat map, and it looks to be it was red, now it looks to be like a greenish gray. So that's a good thing for now. And then continue to watch Bitcoin extends its slide at 600 billion erased since the crypto crash. That's a lot of money. It went somewhere. Definitely didn't go to me. I bought some of the dip on a few things that I talked about a couple of streams ago. Check it out. But nowhere near 600 billion. Yeah, billion. Nowhere near that. And that's after a week-long rout. And one cast as a hedge against market turmoil is the digital gold. This was once cast as a head, Bitcoin. Now they're looking at it like, hey, I'm gonna buy real gold instead of digital gold. So that's all I got in the news right now. There may be some other things popping, but we're gonna go straight to the charts. Micron was up in pre-market trading. Let's see how they're doing right now. Micron is they're back up. I think they had kind of pulled back a little bit when people came in. Maybe they took profit because they had insight, and they bought it last night, and they took their profits and ran with it. So we have those guys. We also have Revolution Medical. I believe it's that's the warrant. It's RVMD. They popped on the FDA fast tracking voucher approval for them. So you might want to get some of that. I don't like to buy the pop. I like to buy the dip. It looks like, if we weren't in it, we missed it, but they're running on DraftKings. Surprisingly, these companies don't do as well as you think. I know everybody thinks that the bets are rigged and stuff like that, but companies like DraftKings, just from my memory of research, they don't really do as well as you would think. But anyways, they were down on the CME's entry into sport contracts. So beware of those guys. AMD, we talked about those guys. They're benefiting from the deal with OpenAI. They're coming off a double top. They hit this ceiling right here of about 240-ish. Couldn't get over that, pull back a little bit. Hopefully they stabilize somewhere here before the 226 227 mark. It don't fall down to this target. And then of course Nvidia, we all know about Nvidia. They're back on, looks like they may be back on the rise. Maybe something that you want to hold over the weekend. Most people consider that a safe bet in times like this. That ain't gold, and it used to be Bitcoin, but we don't know about that right now. Next, we're going to go into our weekly playbook, offense and defense. You can have a good offense with a terrible defense and vice versa. So, we went over some plays yesterday. We're going to start bringing that more so on our Monday, Tuesday stream. But just want to add a couple. I don't think I want to take away. I want to add a couple. Of course, AMD. Then you got AVGO. Broadcom, like I said, they're in that deal. They slid a little bit after the market opened, but they're in line to benefit from that deal with OpenAI. Then you also have, and OpenAI's reach is expanding. So Oracle and Broadcom are quietly printing deals. These guys got deals all over the board, and Nvidia is Nvidia's moat is thin. They're like their level of I won't say their level of influence, but they got 95% of the market. So people are gonna try to cut into that. I mean, we can't just sit here and let you just take over the game, forever. If you get too far ahead, we're never coming back. We're never going to be able to come back. Oracle, it slipped under the 200 EMA. They're part of this deal as well. Several financial firms have boosted their target price to 331, and Barclays is suggesting 400. But for some reason it's pulling back right now. But that usually means a good buying opportunity for yourself. Right now it's broken through this floor right here, or this support level of 291. So we may get a significant pullback. Maybe to 275, something like that. Before I would get into it. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever you want, do your own research and all that good stuff. All energy storage, that's a new sector that I've been looking at. And ALB, that's what is it, Almaro, or man, don't laugh at me. I'm country, so some of these words I can't say. But battery plays are holding ground amid the volatility right now. People are looking forward to eventually these guys are gonna break through and solve the battery problem. So we're gonna use weakness to scout an entry point here. Again, these guys are pulling back, double top, pulling back. I don't think it goes below what they call right here the neckline of this double top. So just scout your entry point, do your own research. As you can see, my chart right here kind of points to a point right here, but I won't, don't hold me to that. LTHM, that's James Latham. And they popped. It looks like they're trying to get up at least to the 200 EMA. This big red line right here is the 200 EMA for the stock. We're getting up there. Maybe it's a good time to get in. They've been trading under this 200 EMA for a while, as you can see, and maybe that was a take profit situation for people when they paid out dividends, a $27 dividend, but the stock is it's $1,000 stock almost. So maybe you got to use some leverage to get in that. So do whatever you want to do with that. And those are my offensive ads. And now defensively, gold. Gold and precious metals. Gold is running wild. Yesterday it was at 4,200. This morning it was at 43. It has since pulled back. I'm not gonna lie, not gonna hold you. It has since pulled back, as you can see. But I think that is more so to do with, people just not really knowing what's going on. You got that credit issue going on, and people probably just want to be liquid right now, so they can make their next move, their best move. The gold shares, I think this is an ETF or SPDR, and they've also pulled back. And then you have Silver, the Silver iShares Trust has also pulled back as well. So maybe a good entry point for you. I mean, you're not buying the highs, so you might as well get in, right now. That's what I might do. I'm not telling you that's what I'm going to do. It's what I might do. Healthcare and bio, Eli Lilly. This is always a good place to run when you're uncertain, is to get your health right. And as you can see, some movement here. You got a bear wick forming on Eli. That's after a bull wick. So we'll continue to look at that one, add that possible play. And you got PFE, Pfizer. Pfizer's been down for a while. It's probably time for them to come back up. Then you got VRTX, that's Vertex Pharmaceuticals Incorporated, and they popped on the open and yesterday, but right now, and the first candle was first hour candle was green. So that's another good stock you may want to look at playing this week. Even with Trump's Ozempic comments, long-term positions still favor healthcare, and that's been under Biden and Trump uncertainties that they've created. So that's all I have right now. Let me see. Mag 7. Let's just take a look at those guys. Apple's so-so. Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Amazon. Probably a lot to do with China there. We already looked at Nvidia. Meta's Meta. And Tesla, man, Tesla's rebounded a lot since a little sell off here down in the 200s. If you were smart enough to buy that, give yourself a round of applause. You were smart enough to buy that when it was dirt cheap, and ignored the haters and all that good stuff. So that's what I got. We took a quick look at crypto. I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but, as you can see, Bitcoin is down. That's not crypto. That's something else. Where is my crypto? Oh, there it is. Yeah. I'm sorry. BTC is down. Who else was I messing with? Ether is down. A lot of down. XRP is down. I like to short that. Shui is down, but buy it. Buy these dips, man. It can pay off in the long run. Now, if it goes to zero, you didn't. Don't come for me. I'm not a financial advisor. This is entertainment. So that's about all I have, man, for today, man. Again, risk is back on the table between the big bank drama and the AI rotations going on. Next week could be pivotal. Like I said, this weekend, what you do today and over the weekend, and could start your week off good or bad. And then you want to make sure you're ready for next week. So watch the regional bank earnings. Watch it like a hawk, and keep your eye on gold's momentum. Gold has been through the roof lately, but it has since pulled back. So just be careful. Just be careful. And I think I'll wrap it up with that, man. Like I said, make sure you like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. Check out my affiliate links in the description below. Make sure you check out me on I don't know, because I don't have time today to do any live stuff on TT. Right now we're on YT, but I'd like to do live trading on TT. I might pop on there for a little bit just to see what's going on. But check me out, man. The Report on there, and that's all I got, man. Looks like people trying to call me and for some advice or something. But I'll catch you on Monday, man. And as always, stay sharp, stay informed, and just stay in the markets. Don't let the sharks fool you, man. That's all I got, man. I'm your host, Jay Reed, and I'm out. Peace.